Hello Lolas, so welcome to my channel. I am here with Puck Santana. Guys, if you guys are new to my channel, you have to go back and look at the Puck series. Puck has a whole series, whole storyline the entire time while I was expecting him. I did a series for him and it was really cool, and so that's how Puck became Puck. And because I just used his sculpt name, he is sculpted by Lillian Breville, and he was poured and painted and rooted by Claire Teller. And so he is like a very special baby, and to a lot of people that been following from the time I was expecting him, he has been a very special baby. He's been up for sale a couple times, I won't lie about that, but for like a day or half a day or an hour, and then I just decided that it's just not gonna happen. You know, when I need money, the thought in my head is like, okay, who can I sell? What can I sell? But he is a forever baby. I doubt I'll ever be able to let him go. When I walk into the room of my nursery, he is one of the very first babies that my eyes draw to, because he is just so beautifully painted. I just love him, and I love his sweet face too. So I don't want to discount the sculpting that Lillian did on him. Guys, before I forget, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, click the bell if you want to be a part of the notification squad, and give this video a thumbs up. Puck Santana is he's Equiflex 20. He was the soft before the new soft came out. He's on one of the better bodies sculpted by Lillian Breville. He's in that phase where she had started to make the babies a little bit more smaller and slimmer and stuff like that. I'd always admired Lillian faces and liked her work, but then I just wasn't fond of her body style. And then she changed. I don't know what happened, but she changed, and I was like, yes, I can go after a Lillian baby now. And so that's how I end up going after. I actually seen Mac first, and I fell in love with the Mac prototype. And of course I wasn't able to get the Mac prototype, and so they share the same body, so I then got Puck, had the opportunity to have Puck painted. So by Claire Teller before she stopped doing customs. And anyway, so that's how that came about, and I'm hoping that she goes back to doing the nicer bodies, because I really did not like the last edition body style. It to me was just very unproportionate, but you know, cute faces, you know, I just, yeah. So I'm hoping, it's always like that, you know, when you have artists that you really, really love and they go to change their style up, you're like, no, 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 no. But every artist has to, you know, feel their work, and they have to do what they love, not what we love. And hopefully we love it, because, you know, creating art is an emotional process. And, but I think sometimes too, it comes across a lot better in the dolls when you actually are a doll collector and you're very conscious of what collectors want and what they're looking for, versus when you're just a doll maker. When you're just a doll maker, you're making a doll, you're making a doll that symbolizes a baby, but you're not into it like a collector would be. I remember when I was collecting a lot of reborns, and I would hear artists say, oh, don't dress your babies, don't this, don't that, blah, 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 blah. It would irritate me to no end, because it's like, that's what we buy them for. And I remember I used to admire Stephanie, and Stephanie, because she used to dress her babies all the time, and she would do all these Carter hauls and stuff like that. I think even one time Carter's opened their doors for her before everybody else, just for her to go in and shop one day on her channel. But I was comfortable buying from them because I knew that they would seal their dolls in a way that they would most likely not lose paint, as well as like Yogi. Yogi always double sealed my babies because she knew I would dress them. And I really, you know, I really love that because, you know, I feel like when you in an industry and you know what the purpose of the collector's collecting for, you want to try to make the babies as durable as possible. It's not to say that, you know, normal wear and tear is not going to happen, or some fluke accident might not happen or whatever, but at least, you know, for the most part, you're trying to give them as much, you know, durability as you can. But anyway, I don't know how I got off on all of that, but needless to say, he does have one of the bodies. My favorite body, and I wasn't able to get from Lillian Breville body style, was the Nova and the Jackie. The body style on those, whew, are phenomenal. I got to hold one at the doll show, and I was just like, oh my god, I love it. You know, there are some things that, you know, like I said, with him, the only thing is that he had the shorter forearms, and she got better after them with, you know, making the arms more proportionate. But Puck is so beautiful, I don't care about that part. That doesn't bother me as much. And he has armatures in it that kind of offset it a little bit. And because I'm not trying to sell him, but I do like him to look good in pictures and stuff like that, I do pose him, try to pose him in a way that he doesn't look awkward. But I knew that going in, that his little arms were a little bit shorter than they probably needed to be, but I didn't care. I love the sculpt blank. And that's another thing, if I can love the sculpt blank, I usually feel like I'm going to be okay when it's painted. Because silicone is one of those things where, I don't know, it's something about silicone. Like, you know, people go, oh, paint going to come off, this and that. And I'll be honest, I don't really care about all that when it comes to silicone. I mean, I care because of the money we spend, but I'm saying, like, I'm in love with my preemie and it's blank. So, you know, for me, the sculpting is first. That's the most important when it comes to the silicone sculpting and the feel of the silicone. So, yeah, so, yeah, it's like we all want to dictate what we like and what we want. And the funny thing is that, you know, one collector, two collectors may absolutely hate a sculpt, and it may be the most popular sculpt amongst other collectors. So it's very hard for sculptors to gauge what the collectors want, I think. I mean, it would be for me. Because I think I've seen where, like, the last edition of Lillian's babies have sold out. So guess what? I guess, you know, somebody loved it, you know. And I just feel like, you know, that's why we have to get what we love, you know. A lot of people say, oh, what would you do? It's not what I would do, sweetie. It's what you want, because, you know, you may absolutely hate my style of baby. See, he's really cute. He's, like I said, his legs are jiggly, you know. It's like I can pick him up and his little legs will bobble, as you can see. His head will fall back, but and it's funny, his head will fall back more so than some of the ones that I've had in the past that had softer silicone, because of the way that his neck was done. He has his little head fall back, and I love that. But he is, you know, stiff in the core. He's not that bendable in the core. He does still wrinkle if you really push it. I could have showed you guys that on the back, but, you know, I'm not totally against Equiflex 20. If it's something I really, really want, I really love the sculpt. but I do prefer the nude soft. But he is not going anywhere because of he's painted so exquisite, and his I mean, I love the way he's painted, and maybe I'll try these socks. I love the way he's painted, and I love his sculpt, so he's not going anywhere. I'm a big Lillian fan, and I'm a big Claire Taylor fan as well, as far as sculpting. And so, you know, I just sit back. Some editions I'll be like, yeah, no. And then some I'll be like, oh, I want that one. And I go to raving over them. You know how I go. I get crazy. But, you know, like I said, every edition is not gonna be my cup of tea. For no artist, just like, you know, now that I'm painting, you know, a lot of the stuff that I've, you know, talked about in the past is kind of like I'm eating my words. I'm understanding why, you know, artists do what they do. You know, it's a lot of stuff is kind of like, wow, oh, I get it now. It's like, all that stuff is coming, you know, to slap me in the face. So I guess, you know, that's why they tell you be careful what you say. Or they'll say you be judged by the same thing that you judge others by, and all that great stuff. But I don't care. I'm just talking, and I'm, you know, I'm going through my experience as I go, you know, and I'm the first to admit if I, you know, something changed. You know, it's like people that I talked about when I did a review at the doll show last year. A lot of people was telling me, oh, those people did so much better this year. Da, da, da. I don't know, because I didn't look. But, you know, hey, sometimes when we speak up and speak about things that we don't like, if the artist is any good, they get better. They take that and they build from it. That's what I do when people critique me and tell me, you know, different little things about how I'm doing my videos, or you're doing this or you're doing that. Sometimes it just helps me grow. So I don't really count it as all negative. But anyway, that is Mr. Man. I can put y'all put him from another angle. We'll flip him down this way. And we'll turn his head this way, and he's on a ball jointed neck, so we'll turn him, and that's him looking up his nose hole. So let's see how straight his armatures out. So then there he is. I think he looks a lot like Lillian's grandbaby. She posts pictures of her sometime on her page, and I think Puck looks like her grandbaby. That's just my opinion. And she has a beautiful granddaughter, and so I just love the sculpt. I love the face on this baby. So yeah, so there we have it. And guys, thanks for watching. Leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye now.